Let's start by going over some general vocab that we will need for this topic. A genotype is a genetic characteristic of an individual. Genotypes make up an individual's genetics. Phenotypes are physical characteristics of an individual. They are traits that you can visibly see on someone, such as their hair or eye color. Dominant alleles are genes that produce a specific phenotype even in the presence of other alleles. In today's example, we will use capital letters to show dominance. Recessive alleles are genes that produce a specific phenotype only if there are only recessive alleles for that gene. We will represent recessive alleles with lowercase letters. Simple Mendelian genetics is the term for inheritance that involves one genotype corresponding to only one phenotype. With simple Mendelian genetics, a cross between parents that have this type of genotype result in a 9:3 to 3:1 ratio of phenotypes in the offspring. Epistasis is inheritance that involves multiple genotypes corresponding to the same phenotype. Today we will be talking about single recessive epistasis, in which case a cross between parents with this specific genotype will result in a 9:3 to 4 ratio of phenotypes in the offspring. Let's look at a visual way to represent these two types of inheritance. In a simple Mendelian cross between two heterozygous parents, we would observe a ratio of 9 blue cups, 3 pink cups, 3 yellow cups, and 1 white cup based off of their genotypes in their offspring. However, with single recessive epistasis, the homozygous recessive allele denoted by 2 lowercase a's will always produce the yellow phenotype no matter what the B allele says. The yellow phenotype will mask the white phenotype. We are then left with a ratio of 9 blue cups, 3 pink cups, and 4 yellow cups. I will now explain the topic further using an example of single recessive epistasis in cats. For this example, hairlessness is a homozygous recessive trait in cats that is epistatic to all other genes. If a cat has a lowercase AA allele, the cat will be hairless no matter what is at the B locus. If a cat has a capital A allele along with a capital B allele, the cat will be long-haired. If there's a capital A allele along with a lowercase bb allele, the cat will be short-haired. This is the pathway that represents hair length as a single recessive epistasis trait. In a cross between these two parents, we observe a 9:3 to 3:1 genotypic ratio, but a 9:3 to 4 phenotypic ratio because the epistatic lowercase AA allele for hairlessness masks the other locus. Therefore, we observe a ratio of 9 long-haired cats to 3 short-haired cats and 4 hairless cats. In a cross between these two parents, we observe a 1:1 genotypic ratio and a 1:1 phenotypic ratio in the offspring. We can see that the epistatic lowercase AA allele masks the B locus and gives us the hairless phenotype. Therefore, we observe 8 long-haired cats and 8 hairless cats in these offspring. Based off of his short hair phenotype, can you guess what his possible genotype could be? Look in the description below for the answer.